Hello and welcome to this new part of this tutorial series. We will take a look at this little control, and as you can see we have this control, and inside of that we have some little text widgets. And so we will start right off where we left off the last time, and first of all we will clean up our file and take the color extension and create a new file called color-extension, and inside here we will paste it, and what we will add is a new color, which is our scroll color. So that's basically the color of the scroll view, and this has a red part of 0.61, green of 0.07, and blue of 0.05. And what we will have to do is we have to import SwiftUI, and now we're good to go. We can create so I spelled that wrong, but now we are good to go. We can create a new SwiftUI view. We will create a new SwiftUI view not date file, and we will call that the day selector, because we select days in this in this view. So first of all we will create a struct called day, and in this day we just save the text of the day. So for example today, or Tuesday the 12th. So this is basically just the text that stands inside each of those text labels. And we want our day to conform to identifiable, so we can use the for each loop on it in SwiftUI, and for that we have to add an ID which is of type integer. And so now we can create our day view, which is of type view, with our body type some view, and inside here we just create a text, and we will create our selected variable, which is of type bool, and for now we just say that this is true, but later on we will change that to a condition. And down here we create another variable called text color, which is of type color. Inside here we check if we are selected, and if we are selected we choose white, and if not we want to have some opacity, let's say 30%. And so inside here we put our, so what we have to do first is we have to have our day variable, so we have to save the day of the day view inside here, and then we can just put the data text inside here. And so let's style it a little bit. We use the system font, 16 points, semi-bold and rounded. We will have our foreground color of white and our color multiplier. So you might wonder why I do this, and I do this for one specific reason, and this is the animation. So usually you would just not add this and just put the text color inside here, but because I want to animate the text color, we need to use the color multiplier, because foreground color is not animatable yet, and we have to use that little trick. And in our case we only animate from white with full opacity to white with 30% opacity, so we could probably do this otherwise also without the color multiplier, but If we would change that to green or red, this would not work anymore, so I just use this one. And yeah, so we will add the animation. We won't see much of that animation yet, but we will see it later. And we will also add some offset, which we will not see yet either, but yeah, I will just add it right now, so it's just 2 points, so it's not pretty much. So yeah, we will also add a frame so that each day view is the same size, with a width of 70, height of 50, and the alignment should be leading. And yeah, so that is our day view. So now we can focus on the day selector. And first of all, we have an array of days which stores all the days that we have in our day selector. And I will just start with some example data. First of all, of course, today. Then probably Friday the 18th. Then Saturday the 19th. Sunday the 20th. Monday the 21st. And Tuesday the 22nd. And yeah, so now we have our days. What we will do now is we will create a scroll view, because we obviously want a scroll view. We want this to be horizontal, and we don't want to see the indicators. And yeah, so inside here we have an H stack, because obviously everything is stacked horizontally. And inside here we can now use the for each loop, and we can use the days array, because each of those day structs conforms to identifiable. And yeah, so now we open that, we have our day, and inside here we just say day view with the day, and here we have it. So now this doesn't look nice right now, so we will add some padding right here. Oh, we won't see anything at all, because we have a white text color and a white background. So we will add our background of color dot scroll color, and we will also add some padding on the leading edge for 32. And yeah, so now you can see this looks a little bit like that, but we're not there yet. So what we have to do is, yeah, we have to change a little things now. So yeah. So yeah, so one thing I forgot right here, so this is why you always see the today there, is I did not change the ID. So the ID tells the compiler in which order this is, and obviously we want it top to down, and then it will also do that correctly. And yeah, so that's basically it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we will style it a little bit to make it a little bit prettier. And yeah, so I hope you liked it. If you like it, leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you leave a sub, and see you next time.